G'day. So I got a bit of a yelling. Bit of a local legend with me today, and I'm always don't know if it's Mike or Mick, but he said it doesn't matter. It's Mike O'Neill.
Oh, get it! Good job, mate.
It's Mike O'Neill with me today, so he's pretty I'm a bit startled. Like I asked for his autograph earlier, but he refused.
$20, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, $20 and like about 50 bottles of whatever beer. Yeah, so he's a bit of a local legend around here that a lot of people know who he is. So I'm pretty excited to interview him, though we've been talking for about half an hour anyway before that. All right, how you going, Mick? Anyway,
Good, mate.
Good. I think probably your mouth's dry already.
I was just going to go to have a drink.
Yeah.
It's all right. Mum's trying to feed him Red over here now. But anyway.
A hint.
Okay, so let's start with the first question. So what got you into weather to begin with?
I'm a very late starter. I didn't start because I came up to Darwin in 84, 85. Had a cyclone, stormed every afternoon, and then stayed here for 3 years.
Yep.
Went back, came back in 2000.
Yep.
Still had storms every afternoon. Didn't care.
Yeah.
No interest whatsoever, you know. And then my wife bought me a coffee table book by Peter Java.
Yep.
You know, the famous original storm chaser up here.
Yep.
Until he died of cancer a few years back. He was only young. But he had a book out of all his photographs from Kakadu, Arnhem Land, all those places back then using film. And I was flicking through it, I thought, that's pretty impressive. And what I can hear outside, that's what he was highlighting. So
Yeah.
I have a go. So I didn't know anything about cameras, nothing. So I just bought little Sony point and shoots.
Oh yeah,
Little
yeah.
silver things, you know,
Yep.
where the zoom goes like that.
Yep.
So I was in the backyard, saw a couple of storms coming over from the southeast.
Yep.
I'm like the back fence, you know, and I can see little pencil lightning. I'm going click, click, you know, and reviewing it, I go, they are shocking, you know. And so I ditched the little Sony point and shoot and bought I think an EOS something Canon, you know,
Yep.
just a kit camera, a beginner's camera with a 55mm lens, you know,
Yep.
nothing spectacular. I was out working at NT News during Smoko. I went to, there's a lookout next to the Middle Beach on top
Yep.
of the hill. Used to be nice and clear, now it's just full of trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw a couple of storms on the coast, and I was getting some photos. Totally out of focus. Totally out of focus, because you know, you forget that. You know, you forget to focus the camera.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
shooting, and I'm getting these lightning images out of focus. I'm going, you know,
Real proud of yourself with the
first lightning shot. Get home and show the missus. She goes, "Oh, that's really good," you know. And she was deadly serious.
Yeah.
And then when I posted it on the forums, they're going, "Fucking shit shot, mate." You know, no punches pulled with the forum mob. You know, and I say, "Oh, yeah, it's
Just
your
say it
first
how it
one,
is."
your first shot, you know, rah rah rah. And they go, "Oh, well, look, since it's your first shot, you know, good on you, mate." You know.
Yeah.
But then after that, I learned how to
focus it.
focus it, get the camera settings, do all the right stuff, get a tripod, that helps.
Yep, that does help.
And
Yep.
yeah, from then on, it was just not so much chasing, but just local stuff.
Yeah.
Waiting for stuff to come in. And as I mentioned earlier, got in touch with Timmer in the States.
Yep.
Emailing him every day because he's only started. He was probably maybe 4 years into it. Him and Joel.
Yep.
Back in the days of DVDs. And I was just asking him questions about how storms work, and
Yeah.
I was full into tornadoes and supercells, not knowing the difference.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I was expecting to see, you know, you have fives at the backyard when the storm comes over. But yeah, just converse with him. I still got all the emails at home.
Yeah.
Printed out, and just asking him about weather and everything else, and then just gradually got pointed toward different sites, learned a bit, and then jumped on the Australian Severe Weather Forum back in the late 2000 or early 2000s, when it was just maybe even before then.
Yeah.
You know, just to get stuff, and apparently, from what I know, asking too many questions. You know, because like, you know, Michael Barr, Jimmy DeGaria, Anthony, you know, and the rest of the crew there, they're all admins and moderators.
Yep.
And yeah, they were sick of me asking questions. I just wanted to know, because I didn't know. And they had North Lost Chasers here with Roland, and I think Paul was running over there, Jackie, and Lenny was pretty good. He's got a good knowledge of weather.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I ask him questions a lot.
Yeah, and Cam, you know, so, but they're from...
That short guy, Cam, yep.
Yeah. Cam, the convective killer, yeah.
Yep.
But they're all helpful.
Poor
I still
Cam.
couldn't ask my questions, you know, so I just carried on,
Yeah.
you know, and then got into the chasing side of it.
Yep.
And that was virtually every night, every weekend, and then shifted towards the lightning side of it. You know, which is, for me, I couldn't get tornadoes.
No, no F5s in your backyard.
I'm also looking at the stuff that I'm actually shooting.
Yep.
Yeah, so went on from there.
Yeah. And so speaking about lightning, so that's like we were just discussing just before we began this, that's a unique thing that someone focuses on just lightning. So what made you was that the reason because it's not focused on, or like you said, it's just because you were taking photos of it, you wanted to understand exactly how it all worked?
Exactly, I just want to know how it worked.
Yeah.
Why it was doing what it was.
Yep.
You know, because of different types of lightning, different polarities. Not so much sprites and elves and stuff, but more the common stuff.
Yeah.
But then I saw a video from a lightning physicist in the US, Tom Warner. He used to be a Air Force pilot.
Yep.
And he did some tests in aircraft flying through thunderstorms to get data.
I just realised I had my breasts on my side of the camera.
Okay. Won't go there.
No.
And so I was asking, so you put out a whole bunch of high-speed videos.
Yeah.
Like, you know, 60,000, 70,000 frames a second, you know, like with phantom cameras.
Yeah.
And he was actually researching upward lightning from towers, you know.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And he was actually the first one to discover upward lightning from towers and record it in that way, you know. So he did a whole bunch of papers on it and stuff. And I just tapped into him and asked him about lightning and everything else, and he was like, why? You know, because not many people ask him anything about lightning.
Yeah.
Unless they're a scientist, you know.
Yep.
And by far not an academic scientist at all, just a citizen scientist, you know. And like just same thing with Reed, just asking questions. And you know, the hows, whys, everything else. He sent me a whole bunch of papers that have been published by his peers and peers before them, you know. And put me towards a few videos, everything else. And I just ended up with a resource pool of about 3 different lightning physicists. There's Stephen Cummer, Walt Lyons and Tom. I just tapped up them, bought all the books that they suggested I read. Yep. You know, and some of them are it's all mathematics and physics and
or jibber jabber.
You know, it's like just skip that chapter, you know, unless it has the word lightning in it. I don't know anything about that. I can't even Google that equation, you know. But just tapped into that and just went from there. And then decided to. I was noticing particular characteristics of our lightning, especially the dog legs or the BFBs. Yeah. They happen at certain times. Yep. Usually before a ground stroke. Oh, okay. So that was the point of interest that I mentioned to Tom. So what I was noticing when the storm gets to a certain height and certain character, there's no ground strokes, but there's a few cloud flashes. And it could be up between 3 and 12 cloud flashes, then a dog leg will come out. Okay. You know? And between 1 and 6 will come out. Yeah. And then the ground strokes start. So we're thinking, okay, what's causing this? If it's happening 8 times out of 10, something's going on. Yeah, yeah. Whether it's the charge around the storm, internally, whatever. Is there shear inside the storm? Are there there must be layers of opposing charge around the storm anyway. So that's why you have dog legs, because it's a leader coming out looking for ground, but it can't.
Yeah.
And it's being stopped, so it has to travel sideways until
Yep.
it finds it. You know.
And sometimes I've noticed, I've actually got photos of it, that it appears that one will come out and not actually go, and it looks like it's striking in the middle of the, just in nothing.
Yeah, they're rejected leaders.
Yeah.
That's so. And they're normally negative. All dog legs are negative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people say, "Oh, it's come from this, come from that," and it must be a positive streak. They're not. They've been proven by Tom that most bolts from the blue are negative. You get some from the anvil, yeah, sure, that's where the positive charge is.
Yeah.
But they're negative. So what you're describing is a rejected leader. So it comes out, it doesn't do anything. It's just finding a path.
Yeah, because it looks like it just stops midair and just then disappears, and it's like. I caught it. I went up at, I don't know if you've been to where I'm actually camping, but there's a big water tower there.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
So when you got distant storms over towards, like Point Stewart or whatever, I will sometimes go up there, and I've seen that before, and I was like, I wonder what causes that. Then I'd forget, and so I haven't, and I just remembered now, so I've had the opportunity to ask you exactly what causes that. So no, that's interesting to know.
Rejected at the time, but if the channel was still hot enough for charge to return into it, it lengthens, it lengthens. You can't see it because it's invisible to the eye.
Yep.
You only see it when it flashes, you see it flash, then a flash, But eventually, once it gets hot enough, the tip is obviously passing through different charge layers to get to the ground for the upward streamer. So that's only when you see the flash of the stroke. That connection's been made, But often you'll see those little cow horns, I suppose they call them. You see it flick out. They might happen 3 or 4 times, and then all of a sudden, 3, 4, then bang.
Then it will connect to the ground.
It's found.
Because I think you've seen those as well, haven't you?
Yeah. They're really cool.
Yeah.
But that's what the research was about. Is, why these bolts from the blue happen so regularly up here. Even before any other ground streak, from the cloud or the rain shaft. Yeah, so that's been pretty interesting.
Oh, it is, because you do get. I learn up here that just because you're not under the cloud doesn't mean you're safe from lightning. Because I've seen the blob of the light, the storm over here on satellite and radar, and then you get a lightning bolt, quite a fair bit away from the storm.
Oh, I know about that all too often. I've seen it when I photograph thunderstorms, and with William's been out with his wife and stuff. We're at a fog dam, and I was back on the other side before the entrance of fog dam, pointing towards the storm. And I was flicking out bolts behind me.
Yeah.
I see him come over the back of the car.
Yeah.
And I could see William and his wife and a couple others. And then there's a couple of close ones that hit near him. I'm going, oh, dude, and even he said, why am I doing this, Because his wife, I think his wife's hair was starting to get long hair. I think she had longer hair, was starting to
Yep.
So that's a really bad sign.
That's when you get back in the car.
Yeah.
Yep.
And unless you're like me, it doesn't have any hair.
Well, yeah, that's.
Work. You have to watch your arm.
Yeah.
But those bolts in the blue, man. I was almost at a near-death experience before COVID.
Oh, really?
And it's about 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I went really 3 minutes from my house.
Yep.
Durack there. Went out to the industrial area, nice and open. I checked the radar before I got out. I could see flashing, around the place. A bit over Robinson Barracks, towards Gun Point. Nothing above me at all. So I'm looking at the radar. Looks okay. Couldn't hear any thunder. So I parked the car under some power lines. No choice there. Vacant blocks around, Got out, put the tripod on the ground, put the camera, took a test shot.
Yep.
Exposure's good. Turned, bang.
I think I remember. Did you post about that?
Photos.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing about that now. Yeah.
And when I go home eventually, the stroke had hit. The data said it hit the paddock.
Yep.
About 50 metres from me, but I think it hit the power lines on top because the transformer had blown up. It was sparking and blew the thing to smithereens. But it knocked me on my feet. I was on my all fours, screaming like a little girl. But I mind admitting that.
I don't blame
Because
you.
the noise it made, I can't even describe what the noise was.
Oh.
It
Yeah.
was, you know, people say it's like, you know, a gunshot. Nah, it wasn't a gunshot.
No.
It was like a deafening, all I saw was purpley blue
Yep.
flash, even with my eyes closed. I saw it. And it's just like someone had a tin can, like a rubbish bin, tin, just banging it on your ears.
Yeah.
Constantly,
Yep.
not broken. And so I got up, got in the car, you know, and I'm shit myself.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for my heartbeat to stop, and I'm watching the transformer, you know, sparking and arcing, so I'm filming that, you know, so I'm filming that, out of focus, of course.
Well, yeah, I think it's understandable at that point.
And,
Yeah.
I think I sat in the car for about probably 25 minutes.
Yep.
I checked the radar. Definitely still nothing there. So right, it's now or never. I just got the camera and the tripod. Didn't even fold it up. Just threw it in the car. You know, I got home. Bloody heart's pounding. So I did the images the next day, and I actually got 4 photos.
Ah.
Oh,
And where I was parked is high tension power lines that follow the road. You know,
Mm.
big towers.
Yep.
And the shot was perfectly exposed. It was,
Huh.
it was like daylight, but blue daylight.
Yeah.
And on top of the top of the power line, the main one, or one of them, there was 14 upward streamers.
Oh
There's a
wow.
whole row, some brighter than others.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
immediately I knew, holy shit,
Yeah.
that's not good. So I'm thinking, if it's doing it there, what was it doing above me?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, if those power lines weren't there, I probably would have been toast.
Yep. Because you were probably the highest thing in the area.
Yeah,
Oh.
and because where the stroke hit, it was only a stroke to hit. It came from Robertson Barracks,
Mm.
so it came 13 k's away
Oh,
from the storm. I saw the storm and I tracked it with the measuring thing.
Mm-hmm.
13 k's it had gone,
Far out.
you know. And yeah, so after that happened, I rarely get out the car. I get out the car if the storm's far enough away.
Yeah.
Take 25 k's, you know. But if as soon as I see dog legs or bolts and blue coming out, and
Yep.
it's the tower's in front of me and I can see it, but it hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'll get back a bit. I'll stay in the car and put the camera on the
Yeah.
dash, you know.
Oh, it's better safe than sorry.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that was a wake up call.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like everyone else, on the fence, next to a tree, in the middle of a paddock.
As you do. Yep.
In
Yep.
the middle of a paddock with the cows, you know.
Yeah.
like-
Yeah. Yeah. Just need a tornado to come
Oh,
in
yeah,
and
yeah.
do the cows and go. There's a cow.
That's right. Yeah.
Reenact a twister.
Oh, there's Mick.
Yeah. There's another Mick.
Yeah.
No, there's
Yeah,
only
but
one
that was a shocker. I don't want to ever go through that
oh
again.
God.
Oh no, that actually brings me to something that I just said that I do want to clarify. Is it true that the highest item will get highest part will get struck or not? Because I know that's what generally is said.
Yeah.
It depends what item is the highest. It's like when you see lightning hit the ocean,
Yep.
you know, or see those images of the beach and the waves coming in. You always see the lightning's on the highest part. It might be on a little wave,
Yep.
or a little swell, but it's higher than flat.
Yeah.
So everything ejects a leader from the ground because the Earth is one big electric battery.
Yep.
You know. So if we're sitting here now, that can send off a streamer, even though it's plastic.
Yeah.
Because you know, the barbecue, the blade of grass, anything will send off a streamer. Whether it gets connected is another thing.
Mhm. Your
Obviously-
head's sending off streamers as well.
Yeah. But tall objects like skyscrapers and towers with big antennas, they're obviously got to get hit first because they're closer to the lower charge region
Yep.
of the cloud. So obviously it's
Shorter
quickest
distance.
path, the shortest path, that'll be that.
Yep.
You know, but for places, say for here or any other place, if you're out chasing or photographing it, if you're it doesn't matter what items are around you, if you're of a similar height to everything around you, you're a target.
Mhm.
It's like happened a few years back, that husband and his family were sitting or standing under a bus shelter, you know, and they're not good places to be.
No.
They were standing there, lightning, you know, happening. It's in Sydney, I think. And he said, "Look, I'll just run over." The car was where yours was. you know.
Yeah.
Like that, it was at 40 metres. He said, "I'll just run over there, get the car, and come pick you up."
Yep.
As soon as he stepped out of the bus shelter, bang! It hit the shelter. jumped from the shell to the pole to him, killed him.
Far out.
Yeah. So because like barbecue shelters and bus shelters and stuff like that, they're not. That's not protection for you.
Yeah, no.
But that's just one example. You don't have to be the tallest. You just have to be the tallest object of a similar height in that area, and then the lightning's going. It doesn't know you're there.
Yeah.
It doesn't distinguish. Oh, I'll go for that 10-meter pole, but I'll miss that guy walking down the footpath.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter. It depends.
You're all fair game.
Yeah, because you're enhancing the charge, but when the storm comes over, it changes the polarity, but it enhances the charge. So if you're part of that, you're a walking battery.
Yep.
In a charge area. And like, oh, okay, this one looks pretty good. Go there.
Yeah.
So we were always taught the highest things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose in some cases it's true, but not always.
Stuff, that's why you see masts on yachts and stuff. They're flat, but the mast is tall. So, but surfers get struck. People walk on the beach, which is a really bad one.
Oh yeah.
People are like in Bangladesh. I think not last year, year before, 38 people got killed in 1 week.
What?
Far out.
from lightning because they're in the field.
Yeah.
They're in the rice paddies, sitting down, pulling that rice, or bend over, pulling that rice. So they're all the highest object in the rice paddy. So lightning comes down, bang, 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 38 of them.
Oh, in one go.
Yep.
Far out.
The numbers that people that get killed over in India and Pakistan, places like that, because they're out in the field.
Yeah.
They're in the elements.
They're in the middle of the
See, I
open.
told you I'd learn things.
Yeah.
Yes, I have our student over here. Okay, so my next question will be, what is the most memorable experience? If it's not that near-death experience,
Couldn't say that probably.
something. It doesn't have to be storms. It can be any particular. I mean, it might be storm, but yeah, what's your most memorable experience, weather-related?
Yeah, I think on a boring aspect, it's the colours and structure.
Mm-hmm.
With our skies, you get that purpley blue, purpley pink blue, and the grey clouds with the sun highlighting the whites.
Yeah.
It's just like it's like this can't be real.
Yeah.
Planet,
I like that. Yeah.
they're good for photographs and tourists.
Yep.
But I think when the lightning hits close,
Yeah.
and you actually get the shot, but even if you didn't get it, I was at East Arm one time, pointing towards the Berry Springs way.
Mm-hmm.
There was lightning everywhere, so I didn't know where to shoot, so I just pointed that way. The guy was in a car next to me, he was just watching.
Yep.
And this bolt hit in front of the gas plant.
Yep.
But one of the buoys.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
water,
yep.
Orange things. Hit that. I'm going like, it was about that fat, from my perspective, it was about that fat. It just went bang, 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 hit 3 or 4 times. And like, I'm the guy looking that way going, and you hear a voice, oh, did you get that, mate?
It's just like you're sitting there gritting your teeth going, shut
But
up.
I think when it's a good lighting display, it's good when you can just turn the camera off.
Yeah.
I've done that heaps of times. It's just continuous. I think, I've just got enough shots. I'll just watch.
Yeah. Just watch
I
it.
always have a beer with me. Just watch.
Yep.
Don't drink and drive. But I just have one celebratory drink.
Yep.
And if I'm not taking photos or anything else, I'll just turn the camera off and just watch it like everyone else. Be a real person.
Yep. Instead of in research mode.
Yeah. But I think that there's too many memorable bits because you see one fantastic thing and then 2 days later you'll see something even better.
Yeah.
So I just put it in one box. It's all brilliant.
All great.
Yeah.
And stuff. So similar to what I asked Chris, for anyone that might be looking to get into chasing or whatever, where would you recommend them starting? Like,
Probably Pilco's Chat on Weather.
Yep.
That's a good one. He's been around a while. I actually should credit Beck's Chat on Weather.
Yes, yeah. I think that's what even
Secret safe with us.
Jamie said.
But Pilco's got a whole bunch of good people on there as well.
Yep.
You can always ask questions and people will answer it. But I think just if you're starting out, just try a bit of photography first, safely. you know,
And focus.
their focus. It's
Yep.
really important. Focus. Take batteries and have a card in there.
Yep.
Um,
And open the shutter. I think that was one thing that
Yeah,
someone did before.
take
Is
take the lens cap off. All
Yep.
that works.
yeah,
Or
take the
don't-
lens cap off. That's what I mean.
Don't
Yeah.
leave the polarizer on like I have at night time. You know, you're changing the ISO and everything else, and why my phone is still dark? Oh, hang on. Let's take that night filter off.
And so it just proves that even if you're really experienced, you still make some mistakes occasionally.
Because of the excitement.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what my excuse is. But yeah, look, if you're starting out, Google it. If you're in Australia, not so much the US stuff because that's pretty full on, and they have a lot bigger stuff there, and the terrain and atmosphere is totally different than here in Australia.
here,
So just start off by saying where you live, what you want to achieve, what do you want to do, what do you want to learn. Because like storm chase can be really easy. You just grab your camera and just follow everyone else, or just go to the places where you know the storms are coming in and
Yeah.
just take photos. That's all
Yep.
good. But you know, if you want to take it further, then
Oops.
you have to dig a bit deeper, learn
Yeah.
about weather. You know, because it does have its advantages, because if you can learn about weather and how the storms start and what they're doing and where they're going, you can follow them or go to a place knowing they'll come to you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to chase them. They then get chased. On the way
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, like Chris did that day. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
got chased.
But just ask lots of questions and be open to
Storms that become the people chasers instead of the storm chasers chasing the storms.
But just be open-minded.
Yeah.
Just learn and have fun. You know.
Yep.
It can be a tedious, money-draining, boring pastime. But like I said before, you only need one shot.
Yeah.
If you get that one shot, think, oh, I can do this, I can do other stuff, but more important, the safety aspect.
Yes.
Even like the storms have a lot of lightning, and that's really it's good for photographs and bad for people
Yeah.
and cows.
Actually, yes.
at
Lots of
least
dead cows.
They can ask the people on Puko's chat, or ask Chris, or ask me on my page, because my page is 90% lightning.
Yep.
You know, and it's an educational site, so if anyone's got questions, they can PM me or just post something on there. If I put a photo up, they can say what's going on, you know,
Yeah.
I'll answer them. But yeah, just because it is getting more popular with, you know, because of Twisters 2 come out, and
Yep.
other films come out, and it's always been a popular pastime because it's a good rush, you know, to chase these things. But just learn.
Yeah.
And it takes time.
And also, I what I've learned is, for the most part, no questions too stupid either. Like, if you think it's, oh, this is a really dumb thing, I'm going to look stupid, it's not. Because it's the only way you learn.
Yeah. Some of with today's technology, some people will ask, is it going to rain at my place today? Yeah, there's plenty of apps
Yeah.
you can use for radar.
Yep.
You know, and you can see it. Oh, it's coming this way. It's going to
Yeah.
rain.
Yep.
You know, no questions too stupid. You might, when you get a little bit more experience, you'll look back and go, that was pretty stupid.
Yeah.
You know, but you have to learn. I asked some pedantic questions. You know, and my classic is, because when you're looking at a convection, it's a theoretical parcel of air. That's
Yep.
what it is. So me, knowing everything, I emailed the bureau in Darwin to my mate, and I said, how big is a theoretical parcel of air? And he said, there is no size because it's theoretical.
Yeah.
I went, light bulb. You know, and then a day later, dumbass, you know, and then I was looking it up. I was looking up theoretical parcel of air,
Yeah.
and it gave me a picture of a bubble. I went,
Yep.
Okay, that explains it.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, if I knew where these theoretical parcel of air were forming, I could wait for them.
Yeah.
You know, I see a cloud, there's one there, which
Yeah.
it is.
Yep.
But what comes later? Yeah, so that was a bit of a blonde moment. You know.
Yeah.
That's how you learn.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think everybody, even the highest experts that know virtually everything to the lowest people that are just starting out, everyone asks like what you'd look back and say that was a really stupid question, but it wasn't at the time. I suppose
I
it
just
is a good thing to say.
grasp the word theoretical.
So you just visualise these little air parcels going up in the air.
Yeah, and when I was
Were they wrapped with bows?
hey,
Were they wrapped with bows, the little air parcels?
boxes actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
With gift
'cause, like,
tags.
I was that pedantic. I used to ask. I'd see the forecast and I'd email mate. She's a forecaster on Chase. Said, where are these storms going to form? And so anywhere 100 k's from Darwin. I went, what, is that over the ocean? Timor, Kakadu, Adelaide River.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 100 k's is a big area
Yep.
to look for. But over time, you get experience and you just ignore the forecast.
Yeah.
And
You kind of know what conditions are needed, and if they're
you
gonna,
see it.
if there's a trigger there with everything else, you know where it's gonna, near enough where it's gonna form anyway as well, especially knowing the area.
Yeah, and because everything's fairly textbook,
Yep.
and around the city and the, inland and stuff, you know where they're going to form. So
Yep.
you just got to pick a spot which is best to get the stuff.
Yeah.
But as a as a beginner, it's all hit and miss.
Yep.
You just
Probably more hit than probably
Yeah.
more miss than hit.
Yeah, but,
But-
even like going to the East Arm boat ramp,
Mhm.
there's plenty of photographers there. A lot of chasers go there, including myself.
Mhm.
I always ask someone what settings you're using in the camera, and what are you looking for? What are you looking on the radar? Is it going to last? Ask all those little questions. It's far better to ask questions from people that are already doing it
Yeah.
if you're there, rather than go, oh, I'm going to fog down because there's a big ass storm coming, and you get there and it's pouring with rain.
Yeah.
So you have to think to yourself, was I late? Yes. Did I get there? Should I have been there earlier? Yes. And where am I going to now? I don't know, because I don't know where the storm's going.
Yeah.
As far as I know, it's just pouring with rain, lots of lightning, and I'll go home.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience there.
Still do.
Yeah.
Still do.
It happens. Yeah,
does.
it does. Like I said to you that time,
It's a shocking pastime.
Adelaide River, I wasn't stuck in the rain, but I just picked the wrong place.
Yeah.
And it's easy to do.
Yeah. And the good thing is that with the chasing, if you get some really cool photos, once you get your knowledge base up, once you get some cool photos, you can sell them.
Yeah.
Sell them to friends, family, give away as gifts, that
Yep.
sort of stuff. It's probably a little bit harder these days, because when I started out, there wasn't many. There was a few chasers,
Yeah.
but we all sold stuff rather than join.
Yep.
Now it's more digital, and you have to go, because so many people are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
More so than the past. It's harder to sort of get your stuff, in the hotel or whatever.
Yeah.
You have to go door knocking with a print under your arm and go to the Hilton and say, oh, would you like to buy this photo?
Yeah.
And otherwise, put a shop on your Facebook page, and
Yep.
it's all time, and it's about what do you want of it.
Mm.
You won't retire on it.
No.
Retire broke.
Yeah. It's not a cheap hobby to have. Not at all.
But But in a nutshell, just ask.
Just ask local people wherever you happen to be.
What do you want to learn? If you want to learn everything, it's going to take time.
Yep.
And how much do you want to learn? And if what you learn, are you going to apply it? If you're not going to apply what you learn, just take photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, because once you get into storm chasing, once you know what you're doing, or get experience, it does become easy.
Yeah.
Because you can not waste time.
Yep.
You see a bunch of things coming, it's not chasing it.
Yeah.
You're dead in 10 minutes.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then, which is the positive side, you can read the weather.
Yeah.
When I first started out, someone said to me, buy a book and read it. So I got lots of books. I bought Harry Bluestone's Monster Storms of the Great Plains, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's about tornadoes.
Yep.
I was into tornadoes back then. But it has everything from what type of convective cloud to look for.
Yep.
It's evolving stuff, So I'd have my lunch, sit in the park and read.
Yep.
And through the wet season, see a cloud, that's not it. Turn the page, and then driving home, see a big cloud, oh, I've got rain shaft, get home, That's that.
Yep.
That's that. Okay, what does that do? And so you have to go through the book again. What does that card do? How long does it last? And it tells you, you know, and you think, well, shit, I'm not in America. They don't
Yeah.
last 6 hours.
No.
You know, because you see it go up, you go, you just came and went in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the tropics.
Yep. Pulses at their best.
Yeah, but you learn all that, and
Yeah.
you know.
And the good thing is now with most things being online, you can, have a look real time. You see something that might be interesting, you're like, okay, let's have a look and see what it is. So,
Yeah.
Although don't do that driving.
Oh,
Have a spotter, that's what I'm training Mum for.
Yeah. A bit hard when you chase solo. You have to sort of, not drive and just glance at the phone, people.
Yep.
Don't drive and drink and, have your phone in your face while you're passing a copper.
Yeah.
That's just on the dash. So
And just wave as you go
so
by.
you've got the radar going, so you can drive and just glance, drive and glance, I'll just pull over.
Yeah, I was going to say, or you can pull over.
That's right.
Yep.
Just pull
Safety
over,
first.
and because 9 times out of 10, the next loop, I think the loop here is every 7 minutes or something. So the
Something
next
like
loop,
that.
it'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's getting bigger.
Yep.
Next loop, it's getting bigger. Oh shit, I'm too late.
Yeah.
Because you can see it. You compare. Oh my god, it's already ambling. It's like it's finished, and
Yeah. And then you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's taken enough of your time for today. So.
Plenty of times. Want to ask you anything else? That's fine.
So
Yeah.
what is gone?
Stumped you now, haven't I?
Yeah, I have actually, pretty much, because we spoke about so much beforehand. It's like
Yeah.
trying to think of fresh
Yeah,
stuff.
now,
Yeah, I've got to think now, but
That's lefty.
yeah, that's completely stumped me. But while I am thinking, if I do think of anything, I will put Mike Mick's O'Neill's page in the comments or on the YouTube description. So go and give it a like. It's Stormscapes Darwin. I thought it was Darwin Stormscapes, but it's the other way around.
I think the Facebook link is Darwin Lightning.
Ah, okay.
The Facebook link.
Yep.
But you can search that.
Yeah, I'll just go in and find the copy the link
Yeah,
part of it. That's
fine.
pretty much what I do.
Pilco's page and Chris's page.
Yep.
There's heaps of knowledge around.
Yeah, so
Heaps.
lots and lots. No, I think I'm completely stumped, but we've gone through a lot of information.
That's what. Because Chris said to me, he said, "Does Nick only going to ask you the same questions?" I said, "I think so." I said, "I hope there's some variety," which there has been.
Yeah.
But I said, "Oh, he'll work it out." But obviously, you have not worked it out.
No.
But I spoke for 45 minutes, and now you've forgotten everything.
Yeah, forgot it all now. No, it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the good thing is that people see everyone's pages and they can jump on and
Yeah, that's it.
ask questions and
Yep.
all
Just
sorts
get
of
it
stuff.
out there.
And if we don't know someone, we know someone that will know.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
My mantra has always been, if I don't know, I'll find out for you.
Yeah.
Because
Someone
I've
knows.
got the contacts,
Yep.
like in the States, so I can know.
Look, I've got contact.
That's it. It's only an email away.
Yeah.
And if they don't know, then no one knows.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So,
that's the beauty of having all these sites. You can all learn from each other. I'm still learning.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it's
thought lighting
never
was just-
ending, I think.
And that's what I've said to Chris and anyone I speak to, that you can be doing it for decades and yet you still learn something new. You're always learning it. Probably not in your lifetime you'd
Especially
have
when
it
you're
all.
not a scientist. I thought I knew everything about lighting. Conversing with Tom, and he come back with an expression. I'm going, flyby. I have to Google what he said.
Yeah.
But because he's talking scientific terms,
Yeah.
which I have to sort of rethink their
Yep.
brain. I have to put it in layman's terms. So
Yeah.
I ask him, what was that again, mate? Like,
What was that?
in English?
Supercalifragilistic
Yeah.
what?
in English? Is that a big term?
Actually, I do have a question. It's not really technical stuff, but have you seen a tornado yet? Like, considering how interested you used to be in them, and probably have. Still am.
I think we may have seen one. There's me, Jackie, and a chick from Sweden. She was doing a thesis at the Bureau
Yep.
on Hector. I don't know.
Oh, is that the Chasing Bolts doco? Because you're in that, aren't you?
Yeah, no, she wasn't in that.
Oh, okay.
She was doing a thesis on Hector. Anyway, we were out at just before Humpty Doo,
Mm-hmm.
photographing outside the car, of course, lightning. And we saw something in the rain shaft.
Yeah.
Thinking of it now, it could have been light refraction,
Yep.
but it didn't look like it.
Mm.
So we logged the time, and we went back to the bureau.
Mhm.
Me and I forget her name.
Thingamajiggs.
German lass, and we went
That'll
back
do.
and we dug up the radar loop,
Yep.
and it had a slight hook in it.
Yeah.
You know, it had a slight hook, and we asked one of the severe weather forecasters to have a look at this and the satellite imagery, you know, and the photo we had, and he said, look, can't be sure, possibly.
Mm.
So it was, don't know,
Maybe.
it was windy,
Yeah.
like, but that's the only time I've seen a funnel type shape in the rain,
Yeah.
you know.
I would imagine you've probably seen water spouts enough, though.
I haven't seen any.
Oh, really?
I've not seen one, mate.
Ah.
I used to work in the city, never
Yep.
saw it. As soon as
Ah.
I don't work in the city, see it.
Yeah.
People, the one last year, what is it, in the harbour?
Oh,
There's
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
In the harbour and Gun Point, Point Stewart, all those places get.
Yeah, we had, first year we were there, we had one go about 20 metres from our camp. And this season just gone, I was like, what's this increase in wind all of a sudden? And I looked on the Doppler, and there was clear rotation. I put it into Chrissy's chat group to ask Lenny, Carl, and whoever, you know, camera who was there. I was like, is this what I think it is? Because I said we just had a sudden increase in wind, and it was rotating as you could see it going. And it kind of tracked across the peninsula and out towards Cape Hotham. So you did get in quite a bit, even coming inshore up there.
Not seen a water spout, not seen a sprite. Seen a couple of blue jets,
Yep.
but no sprites. But yeah, water spouts, no. It's like seeing a tornado here, mate.
Because there was David I can't even bloody pronounce. I'm no good with names, as you might have noticed. He was in Dundee, and every day he got a photo of a water spout.
Is that Damon?
No, David
McCarthy? No.
He's gone to Sydney now.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
If you're watching this, David, sorry I can't pronounce your last name, but you know who you are.
Yeah.
He was up here for a while, but he's now down in Sydney.
Just in a good area.
Yeah, he got him every day at Dundee.
Yeah, because they get the storms coming off Channel Point.
Yep.
You know, it's like a cove.
Yep.
And they come to Channel Point and they go towards Dundee, but it must be the wind profiles
Yeah.
in that area, you know. But yeah, I think they should move Darwin towards Port Keats. In fact, move the whole city to Port Keats, you know, because they get all the best storms there.
You don't have to
of
go
course.
anywhere.
They're wasted storms.
Yeah.
You know, because they don't
But you know, if
appreciate
they put Darwin there, it'd screw it all up, and they'll all be up where Darwin used to be, the storms.
Yeah, well, that's right. No one's living there. Let's return.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's the way it is.
But nah, it's been good.
Well, thank you for all your knowledge. And
No worries, Nico.
yeah,
And
I'll
Mrs.
probably
Nico.
yes, Mum, the observer, learning as well. I'll probably think of more questions later, but
Just flick me a message, mate.
Yeah.
It's all good.
that's all good. Or maybe, I don't know if I have time to meet up again. 3rd of September is when I'm hopefully leaving, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah, fun times, mate.
But all good. Well, thank you very much.
No worries.
And I hope everyone gets some good information out of that, because he's a wealth of knowledge. Like I said, he's a local legend. And there is a doco that is it Chasing Bolts it's called?
Which one?
The one that was done just this season, I think. You and
That
Chris
was-
were there?
That was the one from Netherlands.
Yeah.
That was that
Is it,
one.
is it called Chasing Bolts?
Don't know.
Oh,
This
okay.
is not released here. It's
Oh,
only
Oh, it's only over there. Okay. Well, I'm sure someone will be able to find it somewhere.
Yeah,
somewhere,
so
but-
it's NHK, BBC, Netflix.
Yep.
Did all them. Yeah.
Just watch.
Yeah. Was it Green Planet? David Attenborough.
I think so.
The last one he did.
Yeah.
That's the one we did on the series.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
really cool.
So yeah.
Lots of pressure.
But lots and lots of places to look. So
Yeah.
all right then. Well, we'll wrap this up, and
Bye-bye.
yeah. Thank you again.
No worries. Thank you.